In today's video, we are going to discuss about active voice and passive voice. In our previous video, we have discussed about simple past tense. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about active voice and passive voice for the sentences of simple past tense. As you know, if you want to make any passive voice sentence, what do you need? That is subject, verb and object. So without wasting time, let us start how to make sentences for passive voice and particularly for the simple past tense. Firstly, I am going to give you the formation for passive voice. How can you make passive voice for simple past tense? As you know, if you want to make any passive voice, firstly you have to put object in the very beginning, plus as it is past tense, you have to put was or were. If your object is in singular, you have to put was. If your object is plural, you have to put were, plus past participle of the verb form or V3 form, then after by, and at last you have to put the subject. Sometimes you also can add other words. So this is the formation for making passive voice in simple past tense: object, was or were, plus past participle, plus by, plus subject, and at last we have to put other words if they are given. This is how you can go. Now let us take some examples so that you can get some more idea about this. First one, I am writing here, he ate bananas yesterday. This is affirmative sentence. Now here in the very beginning, you have to find out what is subject, what is verb and what is object. The sentence is very simple. Here you can see subject is he, bananas, it is considered as your object, ate, this is the past form of to eat, and yesterday you can say that this is a suggestive word. Now if we follow this structure, what we have to do, in the very beginning we have to put the object, that is bananas. Then after was or were. Now here bananas, they are plural, that's why we have to put here were. Bananas were eaten. Why eaten? Because this is the V3 form of to eat. Bananas were eaten, then after we have to put by, and at last he. Now in the very beginning I have given you that table. Keeping in mind that table, he will be changed by him, and then after at last you have to put the other words. Bananas were eaten by him yesterday. So this is how you can go. Now let us take another example. Second one we are going to take, that is negative sentence. She did not or didn't, she didn't type letters. She didn't type letters 1 week ago. this is your negative sentence. If negative sentence is given to you, what you have to do, simply with was and were you have to add not. Let us do that. Object is letters, so letters, then after was or where here you have to add not. Okay, letters were not, then after past participle of type, that is typed, letters were not typed by her, and at last these other words 1 week ago. Let us take third example. Question, interrogative. Now you know how to make interrogative using did. Did Kate give gift to her friend? This is interrogative sentence. Whenever, if your question is starting from did, in the very beginning you have to put was. What you have to put? That is was. Then after the object was the gift or gift, was gift. Then after you have to add the past participle of the verb form given. Was the gift given by, then after subject Kate. Was the gift given by Kate to her friend? Then after other words. In the very beginning, again I am repeating, in the very beginning you have to put was or were regarding the object, then after past participle of the verb form, then after by, this is subject, and at last other words will go. Let us take one more example. If your question is starting from who, then what you should do? Who broke the glass yesterday? Who broke the glass yesterday? Now, if this kind of sentence is given to you, in the beginning you have to put by whom, then after was or were regarding the object directly, then after put object, by whom was the glass, by whom was the glass, then after broken, that is the past participle of the verb form yesterday, other words, and last question mark. So this is how you can make sentence for who question. By whom was the glass broken yesterday? Now going to another one. If your question is starting from what, then what you should do? Here I am taking one example. What did they complete? So whenever what question you have been given, at that time what you have to do? In the very beginning put what itself, what, then after was or were containing to the object, what was, then past participle of the verb form completed, what was completed by, and at last subject them, what was completed by them. This is how you can go for what question. Another one, if your question is starting from how, where, why, when, etc., then what you should do. So this kind of questions are given to you to make passive. What you have to do, let us take one example. How did she hire the taxi? I am here taking with how. How did she take the taxi? Okay, in this kind of sentences, in the very beginning of the sentence, you have to put the given question itself, whether it is how, where, why, when, whatever. So here I have put how. Then after was or were containing to the object, how was the taxi, then directly take this one object, how was the taxi, then past participle taken by subject her. How was the taxi taken by her? So this is how you can make passive voice for simple past tense. So we completed here our today's topic. In our next video we are going to learn about another tense, that is past continuous tense. Till then you have to complete one exercise which I have given you in the assignment. So we will meet soon in our next video. Thank you.